Hey everybody, and welcome to Final Fantasy 15 Platinum Demo. Now the words escape me. I'm just going to put my controller down. I'm just going to talk to you for a minute. First off, this intro screen is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, the Final Fantasy series, Square Enix really did its thing in elevating the graphics on this franchise for the PlayStation 4. I can say that I am nothing but ecstatic for the future of the Final Fantasy series if this is a benchmark of what they do and how they work on their franchise. Like, this is, I know you've heard me say in other playthroughs that Final Fantasy 7 is my favorite. I think it's one of my favorite games of all time. I can say it's easily like top 5 favorite games of all time. It's like Final Fantasy 7, Asura's Wrath, Catherine, and probably a couple of other games that I'm forgetting off the top of my head. But I was so excited I've been waiting so long for Final Fantasy 15. It feels utterly ridiculous. I couldn't wait to get my hands on Final Fantasy 15 when I think it was Final Fantasy 14 Versus, or Final Fantasy 13. There was 13, and then, when they first were announced, there was Final Fantasy 13 Lightning story arc, and Final Fantasy, I think, 13 Versus. And it was supposed to be like a lighter game versus a darker game. And Versus was Final Fantasy 15 initially. And then it got scrapped, and then the name changed, and then production on Versus was halted to finish the story arc of 13, which spanned 3 games. And Final Fantasy 15 looked like it had everything that I wanted. The depth of characters, the ambiance, the combat. It was just a return to a darker Final Fantasy, because Final Fantasy 7 was dark. Final Fantasy 8 was dark. Final Fantasy 9 brightened up things a bit. Final Fantasy 10 definitely brightened things up a bit more. And Final Fantasy 12, which is another one that I play/owned, brightened things up even more. Now, I own 7, I own 8, I own 9, which I have to go back and replay 9. 9 was good. 9 was really good. It just took you a long time to master everything. I played 10, beaten 10 handily, unlocked every final weapon, including the Chocobo race, where you have to get to the end in a ridiculous amount of time with Titus. I've done it twice. Pulled my hair out trying to do that twice. And almost did the sphere board with everybody. Like, everybody almost mastered the entire sphere board, which was ridiculous. But played 10, played 10-2, didn't like 10-2 because even with the strategy guide that I had for it, by the time I got to the end and there was like only 3 more things to do, I was like point something off from having 100% completion on both of my runs from start to finish. And I'm like, I don't want to do this if I can't get 100% completion. But the 100% completion was locked behind, or it seemed like it was locked behind, something that you had to do in a New Game Plus. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. That's so stupid. I have to play the entire game over to make one minor decision. No, I'm not doing that. It's stupid. Purchased Final Fantasy 12. Once I unlocked everybody's level board, I lost interest in it. I put that game down. And I never had an interest to go back and play it. Final Fantasy 13 never gripped me, but Final Fantasy 15 and Final Fantasy 7 Remake are the ones that, I'm so excited for. Now, I got this off of the PlayStation Store when it came out, and I had heard about episode Duskane, and that was locked in Type 0. The demo for Final Fantasy 15 was locked You had to buy Final Fantasy Type 0 on the PlayStation 4 in order to be able to play that one. So I didn't get a chance to play that one, but I had heard about this one and it came out on the PlayStation Store. There's a link in the description for you to go and get it. I know I may be late to the game by the time you hear this and by the time you see this, but I'm so excited to finally get my hands on a piece of Final Fantasy 15 to play and demo for myself. As you saw in the counter at the bottom when the video first started, there was 6 minutes. So it keeps track of your total playtime. I got in this game and I was like, let me see if it'll be good for the channel. And I got in and I got too happy because I saw what they were doing with the game. I saw the graphics. I felt the gameplay. And this is Carbuncle. This is a summon, but they call it the first time I saw Carbuncle was in Final Fantasy VIII. And he was a Guardian Force or a GF in that game, and I loved Carbuncle in Final Fantasy VIII. I didn't use it that often because it gave a reflect to everyone in the party, and that could be inconvenient depending on who you're fighting. But Carbuncle was definitely one of my favorite summon designs that they had done. And just to see the fur and see the shadow and the lighting on it, because I don't know if it's a him or a her just yet. Like Ifrit is a dude, Shiva is a lady. I don't know what summons they're gonna have in this game, but it looks like they are gonna have summons. So I don't know. Let's just let's go ahead and jump in. You know, and if we had sat on that screen, it would have transitioned into nighttime. And you would have seen stars behind him and light in front of Carbuncle. Oh, it would have been so cool. Would have been so cool. And there he is, sleeping. Now, his design in this game, or its design in this game, reminds me of the design of Ori from Ori and the Blind Forest. I gotta say, I'm so excited for this game. Voice actors are going to be in this game, and they already sound like they're doing a fantastic job. Look at its little feet. Look at, you can see the blood vessels in the kid's skin. That was something that got me when I first loaded this. Like, oh my gosh. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw Carbuncle, I was like, I know it's a spirit and a summon, but I want it to sit in my lap and pet it. Hello, can you read this? In front of you.
You.
Oh, that's so awesome. I just wanted to curl up in my lap and let me pet it. This is the world of your dreams. Oh, awesome. And this is how the game handles. Like that. And this is the sprint. And I cut it out. And I sprint more. And I stop. And I can look around. And look at the clouds. Look at the trees gently swaying in the breeze. In a very, like, I have no idea. This is a complete blind playthrough. But I had read that if you do certain things in the game, you can unlock, if you do certain things in the demos, because there's episode Deske, and then there's this one. If you do things or complete everything in these demos, then you unlock certain things, certain weapons, certain armor sets for the Final Fantasy 15 main game itself, which is really cool of Square Enix. You know, I mean, there's already incentive enough for me to want to go and just immerse myself in this world. But to incentivize it further, like, hey, if you play this, you get stuff. Not only are we giving you a demo, but we're also going to give you more in-game things just for playing the demo. Like love letters to the fans. Square Enix, you guys are freaking awesome. So this is the point. See, unlocked, bronze plate. This is the point that I had gotten up to yesterday, and I was like, I gotta put this down. But doesn't that look like a grand materia? Just being that big and iridescent and being able to float like a Bugen Haji or whatever his name was had in Cosmo Kane in 7. Friggin' awesome. Watch this.
Whoa.
Don't worry about him. He's just a big, gentle giant. Oh, so cool. I'm getting too happy. Oh, I've been waiting for this game for so long. And one of the main reasons why I like Final Fantasy series is its musical score. And boy, does this demo not disappoint at all. I mean, it has the Final Fantasy franchise sound and feel. Oh God, I'm so happy. I am way too happy playing this. I think there should be save points, if I'm not mistaken. Whoa. No. Nuts and bolts. I missed my chance. I can't get it, but good news, everyone, is hopefully it takes me up a path where I can loop back around. But you haven't just dozed off. You're out cold. What? If you want to wake up and see everyone again, we're going to have to find the exit. Oh, wow. So he's unconscious. He has a beautiful mental landscape for being unconscious. Time sped up. Whoa. That's very cool. So Carbuncle is like his spirit animal. I almost don't want to say anything to ruin what's going on here, but man, that kind of sucks that I missed those two. I am upset by that. Like, the completionist in me wants all the stuff and things. Wants all the stuff and things. I must succeed. Just stick with me and you'll be okay. I know, right, Carbuncle? Whoa, an eagle. Oh, I thought the bird of prey carried him away. The weather changed. Oh. Well, what changed about it? Is it raining? No, I don't want to jump off there just yet. He can't climb. He won't grab the lip. No, don't rob me of these things. That kind of sucks, but I gotta pick my trajectory a bit better. All right, did I get those two? Yeah, I would have had 60 by now. Dang it. No. I wish there was something that I could do to pet it. All right. Why? They don't look to. You won't be able to take them down barehanded here. What is that? Try your elbow person. Oh. Okay. Circle attack. Oh no, square attack. No, what's attack? Jump, roll, dodge. Triangle attack? Oh, okay. Toy sword. And squeaky hammer. A child's makes an adorable sound. Okay. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, cool. Yeah. Oh, feels good. Oh! Nice. What's that? Confetti! I did it! I feel... Oh, maybe this way. I know that's where the checkpoint is, but I want to go up here. What is all of this? There are 2 checkpoints? Found it. Okay. Something in the danger scope. Horoscope. Whoa. Leviathan. I hold that that's Leviathan. That's another GF summon, and he sounds like water. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him go. Look at him go. Look at him go. Oh my god. Oh, too cool. Are these all... Oh yeah, and that thing at the beginning that bent down and looked at me under the overpass, that reminded me of oh shoot. It's a summon from Final Fantasy X. Follow my tail. Ready, set, jump. Boop, 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 boop. Blursh. I'm missing 2. Oh, boo. Okay, saving. Saving and loading. Attacking and defending. Hold down to deliver continuous strikes. Hold down to auto dodge enemy attacks. However, some enemy attacks cannot be dodged. Okay, cool. I need to go back and play that first section so I can get those last 2 that didn't get on the slide. Whoa. So, where are we supposed to go next? I don't know, can I ride you? Oh, I think you'll like these. Try throwing one. It'll be a blast. Fireworks. Okay. Huh. I feel a little lost. Do I have fireworks that I can equip? Yep. Oh, it's intuitive. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, let me see. Options. Can I say? Oh my gosh. The subtitle should be on. Okay. Okay. Alright, well. I am going to cut the video here. This seems like good as place as any to say, okay, I'm going to stop the video here. I'm having a tremendous amount of fun. Like, look at the detail. Like, it's PlayStation 4, man. And I'm so glad that there is a Final Fantasy game on this system. It really does this game justice. Or this franchise justice. And just to be frank, this sound reminds me of the dance theme that Squall had in Final Fantasy VIII, where he danced with Riona at the student ball. For those of you who don't know, who have never played Final Fantasy VIII, this is very reminiscent of that time, especially since Carbuncle was a GF that played a main role in leading you somewhere in Final Fantasy VIII. Like, this all makes so much sense. And I'll look up that other GF / summon from Final Fantasy X and bring its name back in subsequent episodes of this next time. So thank you so much for joining me. If you liked it, look at the reflection in the water. Yeah, oh, this game is nuts. It's not even a game, this is a demo. The real game is going to be so much better. So, thank you so much for joining me. If you liked it, mash that like button like there's no tomorrow. Share the video with the world. Hit me up on Twitter and hit me up in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about the videos thus far. And I'm The Outlier, and I will see you all in the next video.